You know, I would like to say this is going to be a more serious video, and I wholeheartedly believe that if you're not here for more serious talks, um, you can skip. I would prefer if you skip than waste your time watching this. But if you do want to stick around, yeah, this is a more serious topic that I'm going to be talking about in this video because this is something that should just not even be a conversation.
Right now, most of us feel discomfort when we think about this scenario. And most of us feel discomfort when we think about pedophiles. But just like pedophiles, we are not responsible for our feelings. We do not choose them. But we are responsible for our actions. And we must make a decision. It is in our responsibility to reflect and to overcome our negative feelings about pedophiles and to treat them with the same respect we treat other people with. We should accept that pedophiles are people who have not chosen their sexuality and who, unlike most of us, will never be able to live it out freely if they want to lead an upright life. We should accept that pedophilia is a sexual preference, a thought, a feeling, and not an act. We should differentiate between child sexual abuse and pedophilia. We shouldn't increase the suffering of pedophiles by excluding them, by blaming and mocking them. By doing that, we increase their isolation and we increase the chance of child sexual abuse.
Essentially, let me say this as clearly as humanly possible. Trying to rebrand pedophilia as a sexual orientation is not progressive. It's not brave. It's not misunderstood genius behavior. It is literally Olympic level mental gymnastics performed on a balance beam made of nonsense. A sexual orientation describes consensual attraction between adults, grown people, bills, taxes, back pain, the whole package. The second you drag children into that conversation, the entire framework collapses like a folding chair at a goddamn cookout. Kids cannot consent. That's the end of the sentence. There is no DLC, no extended universe, no alternate timelines like in fucking Sparking Zero. There is no but what if. It's full stop. There's nothing after that. It's wrong. Calling it an orientation is like calling arson a cooking style. You're not expanding definitions, you're abusing them. Orientation is about identity between consenting equals. Pedophilia is about exploitation of someone who literally does not have the neurological development to understand what's happening. That's not identity, that's harm. And the wildest part, the people pushing that narrative act like they're unveiling some revolutionary social breakthrough, as if everyone just hasn't thought deeply enough. No, we have, and it's not complicated. If your identity requires the involvement of someone who legally and biologically cannot consent, that's not something society needs to validate. That's something society needs to prevent. There's also this strange attempt to piggyback on actual LGBTQ plus movements, which is wildly disrespectful. Those movements are about consenting adults fighting for equal rights and dignity. Sneaking something predatory into that conversation is like trying to smuggle a raccoon into a wedding and insisting it's just another guest. It's not. It's going to tear up the fucking venue. And let's be real, slapping a softer label on something harmful does not magically make it harmless. If I rename a shark aquatic hug enthusiast, it is still a shark. The teeth are still there. The potential danger is still there. Vocabulary does not override reality. So yeah, all of the bad ideas floating around on the internet, that one sits in a special glass case labeled absolutely do not touch, do not pass, go, do not attempt to rebrand. Some things deserve discussion, some things deserve nuance, and some things deserve a firm, unified, society-wide nope. This is a very this is very firmly in the third category. This is something that deserves a firm, unified, society-wide nope. But we can't have that. We can't have that. And hell, I'm not even a political creator. But actually, I'm gonna circle back around and make another video about that. Because that's a separate topic. I'm gonna circle back around and make another video on that. But if you stay to the end of this video, thank you for hearing me out on this, because this is something that needs to be talked about. This is something that needs to be looked down upon. This is something that needs to get a no, fuck you. Like, this is something that shouldn't even be entertained.